So about a year ago, I made a TikTok video about diffusing my waves for the first time. And that video ended up going a little bit viral, and that's how we ended up here. But I realized I haven't done an updated diffusing video since then, and I certainly haven't done a long-form video explaining everything you need to know about how to diffuse your waves. So in this video, I'm going to change that and talk about what I've learned and go through step by step to show you how I diffuse my hair to get really nice bouncy waves. Per usual, I want to give a big thank you to you guys for being here. It means the world that you support my channel, and I also want to give a big thank you to Wavy for sponsoring this video. Now before I show you how to diffuse, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I diffuse in the first place and what the benefits are. Now with any of my hair routines that I post, you can always just air dry your hair. You don't have to diffuse if you don't want to. But the reason why I almost always diffuse my hair is because it cuts down on dry time, it helps reduce frizz, and it also leads to more definition. And those three things are the guiding principles behind the techniques that I use to dry my hair. I'm really trying to limit frizz and lock in my texture. Now in this video, I'm going to be using my Shark Flex style. This is a really awesome hair tool, and I'd be happy to make another video showing all of the different things this one can do. But you don't have to go for a pricier model like this. If you're just starting out, a really great budget option is this Conair hair dryer, and I'll link both of these down below in the caption. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how I got my hair looking like this today. So to start the diffusing process, I'm going to start by hover diffusing my hair using medium heat and high speed. Now since this is a diffusing video, I'm showing you all of the steps that I do after styling my hair. So I've already done the bowl method with my curl cream, I've already applied my mousse, and you just saw me take my hair out of my plop. And so this is what I do to start diffusing, and so you can use these tips once you've done your styling method, whether it's the bowl method or upright styling or whatever it is. And to do this, I'm not touching my hair at all, and I'm holding the diffuser a few inches away from my scalp and from my hair, and just moving the diffuser all around to really start the drying process without disturbing the hair at all. And the goal of this is twofold. Number one, to fully dry your roots before you start moving your hair around. This is what's going to keep your hair from getting really tangled during the diffusing process. And number two, to start forming the cast around our hair from our styling products before we start moving the hair. Since the diffuser is not touching our hair while we're hover diffusing, we're not disturbing any of the curl clumps, which really helps lock that pattern in and really set those clumps that we worked hard to set during the styling process, like if you did the bowl method beforehand like I did, or if you did any sort of upright styling routine. Now, if your goal is to have really big, voluminous hair with lots of tiny curl clumps or wave clumps, then you really don't have to do this step and you can definitely skip it. This step just really helps to cut down on any frizz that we're getting during the drying process because we're having that cast form before anything's disturbed, and it also keeps intact those big curl clumps. So if you want lots of volume and lots of big little waves, this is not something you have to do. And although you see me doing this upside down, as I do in all of my styling videos, you guys know that I love upside down styling because it gives me a lot of volume. You don't have to hover diffuse upside down either. The key principle here is to start drying your hair before you touch it with the diffuser. So if you do your upright styling routine, still same principle, just start by hover diffusing your hair until your roots are fully dry and you start to see that cast begin to form. And personally, that takes me around 10 minutes. Once my roots are dry and a cast has started to form around the lengths of my hair, I switch down to low heat because I'm going to start Pixie diffusing. With the diffuser off, I start by gathering a small section of my hair into the bowl of the diffuser and then slowly scrunch that up towards my scalp. I then turn the diffuser on and hold it there with my hair scrunched up in the bowl for around 20 seconds, really being careful to not move it around that much. After the 20 seconds goes by, I turn the diffuser off before lowering it down and starting on a new section. Now the key part of Pixie diffusing is having the diffuser off while you're scrunching your hair up and while you're taking the diffuser down to let the hair out. This means that there's no airflow on our hair as it's getting scooped up into the bowl and getting moved around, and that's what really helps this process cut down on the frizz. I also make sure to hold it up for that 20 seconds so my hair really isn't getting moved around that much, and that's what lets me preserve my really big, nice, juicy bowl method wave clumps, because again, the more we move our hair while it's drying, the more risk for frizz there is, and the more likely that we're going to break up our wave clumps. I just keep repeating this process across all of the sections of my hair until it's around 80% dry, which takes me another 10 minutes or so. Now before I continue and show you my secret for how to flip upright without getting a really tangled mess of hair, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of my favorite gifts this holiday season from Wavy. December is one of my favorite months of the year because I love the holiday season. Gift giving brings me so much joy because it's such a wonderful opportunity to get to celebrate all of the special people in your life all at once. And for my gifts, I like to do a combination of sentimental and practical gifts. And of course, this year, my practical gifts are all about hair care. And Way has made this so easy with their gift sets that are good for any hair type. And I'm going to talk about the 2 that I'm going to be giving to my friends. So this is the Better Together kit. This kit is only $40 and includes a full-size detox shampoo as well as a full-size leave-in conditioner. And both of these are completely safe to use on all hair types, including color-treated hair. The detox shampoo has ingredients like apple cider vinegar, which helps wash away any impurities or hard water buildup. And the leave-in conditioner helps to smooth flyaways and frizz and also doubles as a heat protectant, so it's really great for anyone who heat styles their hair. Now, as great as this kit is, there's also their 3-way kit, which includes the wave spray. And this is the kit that I'm giving to my fellow wavy hair friends. My easiest styling routine is just spritzing in some of the leave-in conditioner, followed by the wave spray after a shower, scrunching my hair up a little bit, and then letting it air dry. These products are absolute magic together, and they're so easy to use, so this is a perfect kit for anyone who's new to styling their waves or just wants a really easy, quick wash option. I really cannot recommend Way enough. You guys know how much I love these products. Discover all the ways to share joy this holiday season. Go to theway.com and use code Sophie Marie for 15% off your entire purchase. That is 15% off your entire order at theway.com using code Sophie Marie. Happy holidays! Now, to transition from having my hair pushed all the way forward, I'm going to start by rolling my head to the side and gently coaxing my hair over towards that side. And from there, I pixie diffuse all of those sections again. Now the key here is to go slow and really focus on it being a rolling motion and not a flipping motion. This slow roll is what allows each of my wave clumps to move past each other seamlessly because we've already gotten the cast to form from the prior steps. If that cast isn't there and your hair is still pretty wet, whenever you move it, you're probably going to introduce some knots or tangles, and that's when we end up with really messy hair. The point of all the steps that we did leading up to this point was to really set that cast in, make sure there's no frizz, and now we can start to add some movement and some body and volume back into our hair. And going from side to side is really what helps introduce that root volume. It gets our roots moving and keeps them nice and flexible, so we end up with bouncy hair that's not weighed down in any specific part. So I just keep doing that over and over again until my hair is pretty much dry. And once my hair is dry, it's just an extended roll to roll all the way right side up. Now, as a final step to really increase root volume and make sure that my hair is pushed back away from my face, I just use the diffuser as I gently shake out my roots to blow dry the front back. Now at this point, because my hair is dry and I have a nice light cast from my mousse, I'm not worried about frizz. So the goal here is really just getting a lot of volume and really shaking out my roots just to loosen everything up. If you like having a hard set part, this would be the time to set it, and you can use the diffuser to help really coax the hair into the desired part. But personally, I just blow dry my hair back like this, and I let it fall how it wants to naturally. I don't really like having a fixed part. Per usual, to finish up, I just use my hair oil to scrunch out any cast that I have from my styling products, and then I'm just left with some super bouncy, frizz-free defined waves. And that is it. If you've been struggling with diffusing or if you've been on the fence about wanting to try it, I hope this video gave you the confidence to give it a shot. Per usual, please let me know if you have any questions or comments or if there's anything else you'd like to see. I make these videos for you and I want them to be as helpful as they can be. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting my channel.